We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine, to see what is going on. Happy 12/12 portal. Today, a powerful gateway opens up between the universe and earth, and we're flooded with a lot of high frequency energies. These are energies that are amazing for manifesting your dream life right now. So when we talk about manifesting, this is really bringing into alignment. Sometimes we think of it of like pulling in an object or materializing it. Oftentimes it is to align with what is for your highest self. So we have lots of powerful energies coming in. These energies are all about shifting into a deeper alignment. Remember, 12 is a completion number. Any of these gateways are powerful for twin flames. So when we deal with these completion numbers, remember that there are 12 zodiacs. There's 12 months of the year and also 12 numbers on the clock. This helps us to release what we're done with. So it helps us to let go of a lot of this year's energy specifically so that we can shift into the new and even a higher alignment. It's all about releasing the mental and emotional clutter and baggage and kind of letting go of what you need to during this time. So during the 12/12 portal, a powerful gateway opens up, which will remain open until the solstice, which is the 21st. So we're in a very high frequency energy right now in that 10-day, we'll say 10 days, but in that few day window too. We're going to start with the reading for the divine feminine specifically. Today is powerful for meditation, healing, doing activation work, and of course, manifesting. So we're going to talk about all these things, but we're going to do a general reading. Remember, this is just a general reading. I always say if you need me, just set up a one-on-one phone call session with me. It's really going to help you if you're needing to shift something. I have those reading options on my website. I do this as a phone call. And of course, I am an energy healer. I have a ton of healings, clearings, and activations on my website. That's what I do during these gateways. So make sure you guys are checking out the activations and healings that I'm doing specifically for today. I have all the stuff up through the full moon in Gemini coming up in a couple of days. And then I'll flip around my shop and put some more stuff up. You can always do anything in my shop all the time though. So today's a great day to be doing healing and activation work, especially if you're needing it. You may notice that sometimes you guys are being guided right now to face any problems head on. Hopefully they're loud and clear. As Neptune is shifted direct, you guys should be seeing things, especially as Mercury is almost done retrograding. You should be seeing things with more clarity. This is to help you tap into your inner guidance right now. Pay attention to the messages that are coming through. You're going to be receiving more and tapping into more or picking up on more during this time too. So it's an amazing time to be kind of checking where you're at and things, but also remember that these portal days bring miracles. They bring a deeper alignment. They help you to connect with your purpose. They bring a lot of magic, signs, serendipity, synchronicity, things like that. Good things, positive energies. You want to be tapping into them. They can put you really far ahead. Remember, it can take some time with your manifesting. And I was just kind of putting that out there. It just kind of depends. So, okay, so we're going to do a reading for the divine feminine to start. Remember, like I said, this is just a general reading, so only take what resonates for you. Divine Feminine Collective, Divine Masculine. If you're watching, direct messages from your feminine. I see you in the face of strangers. You're always with me. I love doing this work and to see the different things across the collective. And someone was telling me that they saw someone and they had memories come up of their twin flame, or maybe it doesn't always have to be like they look the same, but some things in your life can trigger connecting with your twin flame. You might see people that look like them, remind you of them, have the same accent, talk the same, and things like that. I've had other people say things like that to me too. like you might hear phrases that your twin flame sees. You might just be thinking about them because you're around other people. It just kind of depends. I miss looking into your eyes and into your soul. I always tell you that it super activates you with your twin flame when you're eye gazing or making eye contact. This is usually how that recognition actually occurs. Souls recognize each other not by looks, but by how things feel or the vibration. So oftentimes you're matched up to learn with people on a similar frequency, but you're gonna have a real similar frequency with your twin flame. And I think this is why oftentimes there's a lot of intense mirroring that happens with twin flames, that they're always mirroring your same shared frequency a lot of the time. I see that a lot. This is why one of the many keys to twin flame is to make sure that you're in your highest alignment because this will help you. We talked about manifesting with what you're trying to manifest, whether you're trying to manifest a union or you're in union and just trying to stay in a happier, more balanced union, or whatever it is in your life. It's all about staying in that higher frequency alignment so that you can draw whatever it is that you desire. Because today is such a powerful day for manifesting, make sure that you are visualizing and feeling, not just visualizing. Visualization is key, but also feeling whatever it is that you are trying to manifest or desiring to manifest. Feel it as if you already have it, of how that would feel to bring it in. Time passes, but my feelings don't change ever, even though you no longer trust me with your heart. Some of you guys are facing trust issues. I was saying this, and it could just be across the board, like, right, signs of the times, jokes aside, but I do mean specifically around love and relationships and things like that. So some of you guys may have you feeling that way, or your twin flame might be mirroring that back. Oftentimes our twin flame can mirror back deeper issues and that we need to work through. So maybe needing to open your heart and trust again, trust in love, trust in your twin flame, trust in union. It just kind of depends. Make sure you're doing heart chakra work. I was explaining the other day that you have to keep doing the energy work. It's not like a one-time energy cleanse thing. Think about how much energies you're picking up on, or picking up. Needing to keep working on these areas, especially when it comes to the chakras, though. We have years of programming that we're trying to rewire. We also carry a lot of things within, right? Within our chakra system, within our energy system, and things like that. Negative feelings are oftentimes connected with the reoccurring programs and patterns. We have a lot of focus on clearing limiting beliefs right now, or negative feelings that may be surfacing, especially on the twin flame journey, because a lot does get triggered to the surface very, very fast, and this can be different kind of things. So big focus on clearing out energy blocks or anything that's been blocking your path, blocking your manifesting, or even blocking your love life and your union during this time. Work on your chakras, specifically heart chakra coming up for the divine feminine. My spirit is always with you. Can you feel me? Do you still love me too? And you guys always, oftentimes, you'll feel your twin flame around you. You'll feel their energy presence. You might be picking up on things. You might be connecting with them. This could be twin flame telepathy. This could just be feeling things on the energetic level. I wasn't honest with you about my feelings at the time. When I come back to you, it's forever. Now, some of you guys may still be navigating separation. This isn't for everyone. Some of you guys might be coming together. Maybe some of you guys have come together in union and you're doing some deeper work. I love union because oftentimes you guys are finding things that you can work together on. So you'll often find that twin flames often come here with obviously an individual's spiritual or soul purpose and lessons and things that you're working on. But oftentimes you might have a shared twin flame mission that you're here to do on some type of level, some type of spiritual work together, you know, and it could be many, many different things. This could just be creative ideas, projects. Usually you can really, really see it or sense it. A lot of you guys are doing that with your twin flame. You might be doing some type of service work or something to help the planet, some type of way to get this energy out. It just kind of depends on what. I long for you in a way only you would get. I think that that is part of the intense energy dynamic when you are, if you are missing or longing for your twin flame, they are too. It's part of what pulls you back together in a very magnetic way too. And then it's like very intense feelings that get triggered. And that's something that oftentimes twin flames go through, that you miss the person or long for them. Our souls came from the same galaxy, starseed souls. Some of you guys might be starseeds. This is something that you should dive deeper into. It'll give you a lot of insight about your soul, where you come from, and what you're doing here. It can also help you to tap into your spiritual gifts, your mission, things you should be doing, qualities you should be integrating. I was kind of describing that you can bring that through here into the physical. You might hold different type of DNA, or maybe you're just being guided to finally bring back online and integrate some of these aspects that can help you a lot in your physical experience as you're tapping into this stuff and bringing this online. It'll give you greater awareness about yourself and even your connection. Oftentimes you guys had a lot of past lives, and some of you guys might come from other places. Our souls speak the same language that only you and I get. You guys can always read each other really, really well, and this is why you have such a knowing about the other person. Like you can always tell what they're thinking, what they're going through without talking. Like you can always kind of read them and tell what's going on with them, what they're feeling, what's going on. It just kind of depends. Okay, so we have a lot of different situations playing out within twin flame dynamics. I'm just going to go right to it. Player. Some of you guys might be dealing with karmic energies. Not everyone. Don't be like, okay, so, okay. Okay, you guys know this too. You have to be mindful too, even in a twin flame dynamic. Some people might be dealing with karmics and not understand that they are, and they might misread the situation because it's hard to tell sometimes, right? Or sometimes you are dealing with a true twin flame that still has a lot of karmic energies that they're navigating that can bring that into your life if you're intertwined with this person or you're trying to come together with this person. This is why karmic clearing work is so important. So this is a reading for the Divine Feminine. Karmic clearing work is so important that you're clearing your karmic baggage. Now, I was trying to explain last night to you, yes, real twin flames, that every person comes with baggage. Every single person here on planet Earth. It just depends on how much. As to how much, it depends on how much you've healed that and unpacked it and how much self-work you've done. So some people, maybe not a lot, maybe a little bit more baggage, right? Maybe a little less awareness of that. Maybe some people have like really been healing themselves. Hopefully they're carrying less baggage and energetic baggage, because oftentimes this baggage isn't like physical suitcases. I always describe it like the suitcases we're carrying around, right? Oftentimes it's on the energetic, and a lot of it might be unconscious. So we could think we're great and our energy body might be selling us otherwise, because when you go to merge energy in a relationship, you do with anyone, and they have a lot of unhealed karmic problems, baggage, imprints, right? Issues, they become your own. Ooh, when you merge into one with someone, right? Okay. Now with twin flame, this is a different type of connection than with a karmic or a soulmate, which a lot of people are used to. Karmics generally come in to teach you lessons that you do need. It is like, it doesn't matter your age or where you're at, there's certain lessons you probably have to learn that your soul may need, or that you may need to go through the earth experience, and there's certain things that you probably need to, find out. It just depends. So usually with karmics and soulmates, they'll come together for a contract. Now, when we're dealing with soul contracts, some of these contracts are okay, some not so great. Great, but there's a contract there for each lesson and each experience, and we might have different lessons and experiences, like with our parents, our family members, right? Maybe a sibling. Each connection, it could be a lover, it could be, a soulmate, whatever it is. So we have these soul contracts. Generally, with karmics, they probably aren't very great for you in some type of way, or they're trying to teach you a lesson. And usually they all have one thing in common. They're leading you back to yourself and trying to guide you to focus on yourself and put yourself first and take better care of yourself, generally. Now, usually karmics, I can always tell by how it goes. Like usually you'll be like, oh, it's great, week one, right? Okay, usually you'll be able to tell a little bit more as it unfolds, or how it goes, or even worse, how it ends, because usually they don't have good endings. You won't be feeling good about it, right? And you're like, okay, I'm done with this. And it depends. Twin flame is different. This is a type of a connection that is literally the one. So when you try to be with anyone who isn't the one, it's not going to work. You're like in the scope of things. This is literally the person that you're meant to be with, that your soul was created to be with, but we often forget that. However, if you try to do union and you have all of this unhealed baggage, it can be very painful. It can bring up these trauma aspects. It can bring up wounds, things that you need to heal and things that you need to work on. The work doesn't stop. In fact, it usually intensifies, because oftentimes being in your twin flame's presence energetically tends to trigger things to the surface. This could be hidden insecurities, wounds, whatever kind of baggage you're carrying. A lot of this baggage might be energy on the energy level and blocks. So everyone has their own inner blocks that they need to work through, especially negative thoughts and negative programming. When it comes to negative programming, oftentimes if you have like one reoccurring thought, or you have it all the time, every day, welcome to your programming, right? These are your beliefs, but it's also what you're creating in your external situations. Twin flame is a journey that encourages you to dive in deep, to clear the inner blocks and to release any negative beliefs about love, basically, right? It's about clearing out the garbage. Now, the thing is that your twin flame comes in at different places and in different lifetimes, but during planet Earth, during this time, we're doing something called ascension. This is where we are meant to do this deep spiritual work to raise our frequency and to heal ourselves and to let go of the baggage so that we can ascend. The majority of people that are meeting their twin flames, your twin flame is here to play a role in your ascension. They're your spiritual teacher too, whether we like that or not, right? But they're also going to show you, or mirror back to you oftentimes, areas you need to heal more, okay? So twin flame can bring about an intense upheaval into your life in many different ways. It could oftentimes put people in a state of like needing to heal more, shadow work. Be mindful with these connections too. This is a connection that should be helping you to clear karmic baggage. I think the best way to do this is to really just, with twin flame guiding you to work on yourself and allowing your twin flame to work through what they need to work through, right? You're not going to be able to do that work for them or vice versa. The more you're working on yourself and healing yourself, you're going to be able to come together into this union if you haven't come into it fully, or if you're in union, you're going to be able to integrate that into a better, healthier, happier union, because that is the goal. Oftentimes twin flames can trigger things not trying to within the other, or vice versa too, right? So you can expect that. And usually at different phases, there could be things that are triggered to the surface that you have to deal with. That could be kind of hard and things like that. I always recommend more healing. I have lots of healings for, you'll notice whole twin flame section, for healing blocks, letting go of things, right? I have so much energy work. You're being guided to dive into more energy work too. This is needed just for better spiritual hygiene and to stay more clear, but also we're needing to raise our frequencies very, very fast alongside some of these planetary energies so that we can shift into a deeper alignment. Your highest alignment is going to be found on a higher frequency. So you're going to want to try to keep your frequency as high as you possibly can during that time, and to really keep your energy right and keep your frequency high. You're going to notice when you're not doing great, usually this is when you're seeing the outer reflective problems back with your twin flame. I know a lot of people, they go into like out of alignment. That means not feeling good, right? You're not feeling great. Like, and you should know this, like when you're not a happy camper, usually your twin flame isn't around. I notice when you're doing really, really good, when you're in that highest alignment, they're going to be very magnetized to you too. So oftentimes alignment helps us to magnetize our desires, whether this is a physical manifestation or even a manifestation of something like twin flame union. Keep in mind, sometimes it can take time to manifest. I was saying, because I'm always trying to manifest things like that too, that sometimes there can be a little bit of a lag. My friend told me this morning that what they had manifested, I believe the 8-8 porthole was now happening, the 12-12 porthole. I told them some stuff I was manifesting last holiday season is now happening this holiday season. So it depends, because it depends on when you're in alignment with these manifestations, or how long it takes you to be in alignment with whatever it is that you desire or what you're manifesting. These energies with the 12-12 porthole are all about manifesting. You want to be using them. That's why it's an amazing time to be connecting with the energies of the 12-12, whether, focusing on what you're manifesting. This is great for if you're in separation, trying to heal that and manifest union. Keyword, it's not something you manifest, it's something you heal generally, right? It's like twofold. Or if you're in a union, what you're manifesting within that union too, or just to, be upgrading your energy, working with these energies and doing healing activations. Divine intervention, this is serendipity, catalyst, supernatural, and karma. And I was looking up divine intervention. I love it. Not everything is divine intervention, but when it comes to twin flames, you might notice that is around the connection. We have a lot of serendipity, synchronicity, but you might also notice divine intervention. I think this comes when you're out of alignment or off your path, that the universe, this is like what I understand divine intervention to be, the universe can realign you with your path. So if you're off course, you're not on your path, you took a wrong turn back there, you're way out left field, the universe can use divine intervention to realign you. We don't really want that. As much as we think of divine intervention as a good thing, it's usually not. It could be, karmic catalysms and things like this. That's why they have I'll go back to the card, right? Okay. Now, we're dealing with twin flame. A lot of times people think that's a beautiful and and it's meant to be, don't get me wrong, but it also can be that spiritual fire energy that can be very intense as it strips us away to the core, burns away and removes impurities and helps us to remove blocks and limitations and things like that. So you go through an entire process, usually on the energy level. You've met this person. We hope you've met your twin flame. If you haven't, you call them in, okay, when you're ready. Okay, but when you've usually met this person, if you're finding my videos, you know who this person is generally. So you've met this person, they've activated something in you. Even if you just, I've always described this like meet them for a second, maybe a minute, maybe longer. Something has sparked, something has ignited. There's an activation that has begun, and this begins a whole process. It doesn't matter how much you're around each other, it's already begun, and it sparks, I say sparks, right? Begins this process, activates this process. Okay, roll the dice. Some of you guys are needing to take a chance. This is my leap of faith and trusting the universe, trusting that you're supported in anything that you'll do, especially on the twin flame journey. Some of you guys are needing to have more faith. I put that, I think, in a post yesterday. I was saying a lot of you guys that are not having faith in your situation, you're probably going to feel really silly later. Just a reminder. However, you're needing to clear the disbelief yourself, and that's something that I put in the doubt category, right? So you may have doubts that are arising. These are usually connected to negativities, inner blocks, or negative narratives. It just kind of depends. Needing to clear those. So I think that the reverse is faith. Now I like that message for today, as the 12-12 portal super activates our crown chakra, like really connects us with the universe. We want to connect with these cosmic energies, universal energies, and we do a lot of crown chakra upgrades and activations today. Okay, romantic feelings. Obviously, you probably have strong feelings for this person, and it's reciprocated. They feel the same way about you too. This is falling in love, a lot of emotions, but in a good way, okay? You are enough. Let go of expectations. A lot of you guys have all of these expectations, whether the other person, of how it should go, right? And that's what you need to surrender. Oftentimes, surrender the ego. You think it'll play out a certain way. It definitely doesn't. You really got it in your head. You wanted to go like X, Y, and Z. X, Y, and Z aren't happening. You're getting frustrated. Your ego is being triggered, you know, to what will happen, end result. So I wanted to go X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. You keep pushing for X, Y, and Z, usually with your twin flame. Twin flame usually ignores, right? It doesn't happen. And then surrender comes. You're like, oh, okay. So you may go through some levels or layers with this, even ego surrender. Surrender any expectations as to how things will play out. That's what we want to do with manifesting. So we can sometimes block any type of our manifestations by expecting things to play out in a certain way, a certain time. People always ask me time. I'm like, sorry. Okay, a certain time, or it has to happen like this. I've seen so many twin flames that have blocked union for a lot longer because they wanted it to go their way, and they were not open to it, you know, whether it was going to go a different way or play out a different way. They're like, no, they have to do this and this and this, and then they act disappointed. All right. Let go of expectations. So you want to continue to manifest and put it out there, whether this is your union or something within the union, whatever it is you're manifesting, we'll say, but this is a twin flame reading. So you put it out there and then you allow it to come at or unfold as it should. So it's like, you know, I want a brand new TV. We're going to say TV, but a lot of you guys are trying to manifest twin flame. I want a brand new TV of this model, and like, you know, I have it in my head, I want model whatever TV, and I'm in the shop and they have a different model TV for sale. Like, I don't want it, I want this other TV, but they don't have one and I don't get a TV at all. Or, you know, I really wanted this TV and my neighbor tried to give me one that was pretty decent shape, but I wanted a new one and I got no TV because I wasn't open to taking the free TV from my neighbor. Like, jokes aside, manifesting is like that. So we put it out there, we want something, and we need to stay more open to how it will unfold. Now we're going to translate this to the twin flame journey though. So a lot of times people are like, you know, very, you know, I am waiting for my twin flame to message me. This is a common one after separation, and they never reach out and they never hear from the twin flame because they generally mirror you. Like, all right, okay, remember twin flame is a mirror of everything you're thinking and doing, not just doing though, but sometimes thinking. So oftentimes when we're sitting there holding negative outcomes, holding limiting beliefs and negative thoughts, they play out as you go. So you're like, oh, I don't want this to happen, and it happens over and over. So instead of thinking about negative outcomes during these energies, it's very important that you're thinking about desired outcomes. when it comes to manifesting, because oftentimes we're sitting around thinking a lot, and if we haven't fully mastered this stuff, you know, we can be our biggest obstacle and not realize it, or, you know, limiting programs and patterns can. And we have a big focus on letting those go and getting ready for the new year ahead. I know I hate saying that, but that's what the 12-12 portal is all about, releasing old energies so that we can be ready for the new year. I noticed Divine Feminine, a lot of you guys are probably making a lot of moves right now, like power moves, getting things done, wrapping things up. And I know it's not the best time with Mercury retrograde, but you're feeling motivated right now. I know you are after some of the energy. So you're feeling a lot of motivation to take care of things in your life. Twin flame can be a delicate balance between kind of doing your own stuff and taking care of your stuff in the union. Okay, honor your agreement, mission and motion. A lot of you guys came here and you agreed to do some type of soul mission and a mission with your twin flame. Sometimes it is going to take you really having that heart of service and wanting to be helpful or help people in some type of way to open up this connection in some type of way. A lot of people can really see that with their twin flame when they meet them. It's like, aha, we could be doing such big things together. And you guys may have memories come back, because this could be from past lifetimes or even where you're headed in the future. So a lot of times there's a lot of this stuff that comes online. Get help with this. My favorite, twin flame facilitator. This will help you to grow, but also hold you accountable for things that you need to heal. Sometimes we may or may not see some of these blocks. A lot of them might even be unconscious. Work with someone, that's me. Work with someone that can really help you through this process, because it's going to help you a ton, especially if you're stuck in separation. You should not be there. Oftentimes you're having to really do some inner work to release the blocks and negative thoughts that you've been thinking that might have led you there. Okay, if you're feeling stagnant, things are not moving, you need a shift, you just want better results, you haven't achieved union yet, get some help. I work with tons of people in the union, of course, and then just navigating and troubleshooting difficulties that come up and things like that, or just needing to clear things or move through things. I have so many options for you guys too. That's why I do the twin flame coaching. I have the one-on-one phone calls. On my site, I have tons of healings and activations. Make sure you keep working on your energy. One of the biggest obstacles I see to people not reaching union is stopping working on their energy or never even beginning, and not doing the energy work too. So definitely work on yourself, and if you need help, get it. I know a lot of people don't like to ask for help. Healing takes time, and you're probably going to need some expertise. It's like if you break your arm, a lot of people, you're not going to, well, I hope not, you're not going to sit at home and say, I got it, I'm fine, I don't need a doctor. You're like, well, and that's a bad example, but you know what I mean? You're not going to try to be like, okay, I can do this myself, and when you might need some medicine or some help, right? That's how it is with the energy work and with the healing though. Make sure that you are, and a lot of people don't realize that when you guys are doing the healing sessions, when you guys are doing the calls, when you guys are doing the coaching, it's going to help you to learn this stuff so that you can step into your own soul mission, maybe helping people, or it'll give you the tools that you need to better take care of your energy in all areas of your life. And so it's not just twin flame because it's a twin flame reading, but it's going to translate into all areas of your life and healing whatever it is that you need to heal. Now, I have a huge focus on healing your love life, because I do see during this time on planet Earth, there's a lot of trauma that has manifested into these type of problems, relationship problems, financial problems, whatever it is. I have so many healings for all of this kind of stuff for a reason. So sometimes we have to go back in and heal certain things. And sometimes you guys don't know how to do it. I hate to say that. Don't know how to go that deep and things like that. So make sure you're getting help with this. This is going to really give you that expertise. I know everyone thinks they're a healer on planet Earth, but just trust me, you might need a good healer for this. Everyone should have one anyway. Make sure you're going to a good healer. Yes, you're going to want to go do that self-work, and you can do that through meditation. There's so many beautiful meditations and healings on YouTube and things like that, but you're going to need an actual healer to help you with this process too. It'll really, really help you. This is one way people up-level their life into so many different areas, okay? Whether it's just needing to heal your energy, needing to up-level your manifesting, because when you begin to get rid of these blocks and limiting thoughts and programs and things like that, most of the time we're so used to them, we don't notice them. So you're going to need someone outside of your situation to help you, and it will help up-level all areas of your life you're going to notice. So get some help for the people that are receiving this message. Okay. This is throat chakra, creative expression. I love this because we're doing Gemini full moon next. Now, I'm trying to do one event at a time. We're doing the 12-12, but we're in that energy already. We're 3 days before that full moon, so we're feeling a combination of energies. This should help you with speaking your truth, opening up, and more communication with your twin flame. Gemini is amazing. It's sign of the twin flames, even sign of the lovers. Expect really positive energies we'll say the rest of this week for your twin flame situation. Ace of Pentacles. This is in reverse, so there's a block here. Lack of opportunity and money, missed opportunities. Okay, so this is like, maybe this is needing to heal something financially. And this could be, okay, so we don't realize that lack programming or scarcity program actually can translate into many areas of our life, not just financially, because this is a twin flame reading. This is delays, blocks, things not going as you want. And this is like having a lack mentality that might be something you need to heal, that may be throwing off your twin flame union. So we were talking about this of clearing the energy blocks. This will help you to flow and get out of that, because lack. So sometimes we think of lack as money. Yes, it is in this message, but also it's around love and feeling worthy, or you would manifest this, right? Or it could be around manifesting blocks. Just kind of depends. There is a block there. So some type of healing work that needs to be done. Some of you guys are dealing with my Three of Swords. This is a pretty basic message. Heartbreak. This is like betrayal. This is unhappiness, sadness. Some of you guys being in a third-party situation, we already talked about this earlier, or a karmic situation. This could be something, a hardship, heart chakra healing coming up again. This could be old wounds, or it could be current ones that are playing out that are affecting your dynamics. And when we haven't healed fully any unresolved baggage or issues, it tends to bleed through, or manifest into a current situation. Or it could be a third-party situation. Some of you guys might be struggling or dealing with that on either side. It just kind of depends. Now we have the Devil in reverse. Now, we were talking a lot about the Lovers. This is the opposite of that. This is a card of attachment. And so some of you guys, because it is a reverse, are being guided to detach from addictions and things like that. Some of you guys, this could be codependency. Some of you guys get in this obsessive, needy energy. I know, I see it I can feel it a lot. Like the needy. Okay, and I'm not making fun or anything or picking, I'm trying to help. But you get in this like needy energy where all you do is focus on the twin flame. Think about the overwhelm energy of this. So you're usually pushing them away at that point. So if you notice you're not getting results, they're not texting, they're avoiding you, they're ignoring you. A lot of times people deal with that. Getting out of that needy energy through healing that. And then this is my card about like, usually it's codependency. You're getting guided to get independent in this connection. This is not a karmic, codependent, narcissistic, hopefully, relationship, right? This is one that wants you to get healthy, to heal, to get whole, and to release any type of negativities in your life. We talked about negativities with him. It could be situations, scenarios, things you know aren't good for you. This is like I talked to you last time about cutting the cords, but this is about detachment and releasing attachments. If you're in a separation, you need to be in that space, and you won't like that, but to release attachments. And these are things that I say these are on the energy level. So this is why the energy clearing work is needed, because until you release those attachments, sometimes you're being kept by yourself so that you can deal with your own stuff, right? And this is on the energy level. Sometimes people don't notice it, but oftentimes signs of energy attachments can have you stressed out, obsessing, really upset about things. It just depends. So this is why it's so necessary for twin flames to clear and to do a certain level of healing work on their own before coming together. Maybe some of you guys did that before you met, but oftentimes things you didn't do enough. So usually 98% of twin flames generally, I believe, go through a separation. They don't just come together like soulmates and call it a day and end. It's usually not like that. So usually you meet and you fall in love at some point. It could be instant, it could be whatever. And there could be some type of separation. Now this could be actual breakup energy and parting ways, or this is more common what I see, some type of circumstances not allowing you just to come instantly together. It could be a slow coming together, or maybe that type of connection. It just depends. Everyone is different. Also remember that you have your own unique energetic design and blueprint, and also unique blueprint where your twin flame will match that with whatever will play out in the design of all of this too. So everyone is different. However, I notice a lot of the same feelings and things are triggered to the surface when we're dealing with this card of attachment. And a lot of people get very attached. We talk about being attached to outcomes, and that's why probably the universe doesn't play them out like that, to release negative feelings, emotions, blocks, things like that. So some people have to release the attachment to the twin flame if you guys are relying too heavily on this connection in different ways. It just depends on how. This is also clearing things that aren't good for you. This could be toxic energies, situations around you. Wow, was 2024 a year. Right, let's just recap. What is this year taking you through? Like, some of you guys might have lost friends, situations, lovers, whatever it is. Or maybe you're just finding yourself and shifting into a deeper alignment as you're healing, we hope, right? And coming into a higher alignment with yourself. Just kind of depends. But this is the space where we reflect and we recap on the year and what it has taken you through so that you can shift into some new energies. Now, this is my favorite. We have the Wheel of Fortune to wrap up for Divine Feminine. Destiny. This is things going in your favor, like sudden, welcome to 12-12 portal. Expect miracles, breakthroughs, positive shifts. This is like good luck. This is something destined playing out. A lot of times people, clear those karmic energies, and guess what happens when you do? Destiny unfolds in a good way. This is, also my twin flame number too, because this is always powerful card for twin flames too. You know that this is your destined person, okay? But sometimes we're also doing Earth. You got to remember that, how things are going or how things will go too. Remember that, we're on Earth and having this Earth experience too. So, separation, I know a lot of people get fed up with it. Keep doing that inner work. You'll come out of it. There's still blocks keeping you apart in separation. Your twin flame is a manifestation of those blocks generally, if it's not going great or ideal, of what's going on with them in the outer. I always say to pay attention to your actual situation with things and where you're at with things. Get some help, Divine Feminine, if you need it. Work on your heart chakra. Stay open to the universe and aligning with the universe, because that's how you align with your union too. So we have a huge energy of just getting into alignment. A lot of times you guys are trying to get in alignment with your twin flame. You need to get in alignment with yourself to align with your twin flame. So getting in alignment with yourself is powerful for manifesting anything and aligning with your twin flame union, which is your destiny. I always love that because it's very where we're headed, right? Okay. So you've met your twin flame for a reason. They've sparked a process. They are a catalyst. Yes, you're meant to come into union. Yes, you're meant to be with them in a relationship. A lot of people get this confused, right? But oftentimes some people can get stuck going through the process because it can be challenging to navigate. If you need some help, make sure you're booking me on my website. You guys know where to find me. Okay, Divine Masculine. Messages for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. If you're watching, direct messages from your DM. The distance between us is killing me. I long to hear your beautiful voice again. Sometimes you guys might be in different places. You might be in different lessons. You might not be fully together. You might not live together yet, right? You might live apart. Sometimes you live in different countries, which can be challenging to navigate. There might be spaces in between when you're seeing each other, even like living down the street. I know twin flames that live down the street and are having a hard time bringing it together, or even living across the planet. It depends. Distance. This could be separation that you're healing. It could be living apart, not seeing them as much as you like. There are going to be spaces where that is exactly what you're here to heal, though. Separation consciousness. Oftentimes it's that illusion that we are separate from anyone or separate from God, separate from source too. So this is why this relationship does trigger wounds around separation, but it is so that you can heal them and that you can, we'll say, shift into alignment with source, thus shifting into alignment with your twin flame. Some of you might have been through a lot of deep healing, or you're still going through a lot of deep healing to heal this stuff. You were my sanctuary. You were the only person I could confide in, and I betrayed your trust. So, depends on where this is at too, and things like that. I always say, like, your twin flame, it's good when they open up to you and reveal parts of themselves and tell you where they're at, what they're processing, and what they're going through. Oftentimes you'll know your twin flame better than anyone. Once again, being mirrored those trust issues. You might have to work on letting go of things that have played out, have happened, or even kind of healing things that have already gone on. You might have to be starting over with this person. We were too different. That's why I'm with someone similar. This isn't for everyone, but this is a general reading and I fit a lot in. Some of you guys might be dealing with that too, with karmics and things like that. That can be more, I was saying this morning, that can be more common than you think, but also use discernment so that you're, not interrupting people's karma, even your twin flame, if that is your situation. I wish I could take back the hurtful things I said. It was wrong to take out my frustration on you. And there might have been things that were said on either side. I hid my true self from you because you challenged me to expand. Usually you can see this person very, very deep, usually as deeply as you can see yourself and things like that. But this is a connection that encourages soul growth very, very fast and to actually do the work. So when I think of karmics, you're comfortable just sitting there. And when you go to do the work, the karmic usually holds you back. They don't want you to. You're like, what? Yeah, I'm serious. Okay, I hate saying that, right? Like, you're getting spiritual. Why are you doing that? You're trying to improve yourself. You're making little changes of things and they don't like it. They want you to go back to your old self, right? But twin flame is the opposite. They're trying to meet you as this higher enlightened version of yourself and encourage you to get healthy and do the work generally, right? So this is a connection where you're being guided to like really work on yourself, which can make it a little bit different than connections that we may have previously been in. Close my eyes and feel my energy around you. I'm with you all of the time. So you know you're not separate. You're together in the higher. You're always together in the astrals. This is why oftentimes twin flames have so many dreams about each other. You feel each other. You sense each other. I manifested you once and I will manifest you again. Divine Masculine is manifesting the feminine. And this is powerful because you met in the first place. I always remind people of that. I'm like, right? Okay, especially if you guys feel like your twin flame fell off your timeline, you haven't seen them for a while, they are right there, closer than you think, anytime that you're in alignment or you're in alignment with this. But they are manifesting you. You lit a fire in me I can't explain. Oftentimes divine feminine motivates the divine masculine to do the same work, and they're off trying to improve themselves, and you may or may not see that. They might start to work harder, or just, it could be in all different areas of their life, like they're just trying to improve themselves, like their work or themselves as a person from this same activation process. Things just got too intense too fast. It's a very intense energy to handle. If you're not at a high enough frequency, you may not be able to handle the energies trying to, I would say, burn through you. So you need to be at a very high frequency to maintain the frequencies. Oftentimes, a lot of people try and they haven't done a high enough level of work and they, break apart. It just depends. And then this is where you guys are guided on your own to raise your vibrational frequency so you can better handle these energies, because if you're on the higher frequency you're on, the better you can handle it, the better you'll stay in alignment. So what happens when we haven't done enough energy work, when we come together with our twin flame, it's going to bring up all the traumas and the baggage to the surface. It's going to surface and you'll have to deal with it. That can be intense for people. So the more you do that energy work and stay in a higher frequency, you'll be able to handle these energies. Some of you guys might be in a separation, not everyone, but there might be some type of separation that has happened, or you might think it's an ending. All right, you guys are going through a storm, divine masculine. This might be an upheaval. This is blocks and obstacles though. And this might be some type of drama or something you need to clear within yourself. Just know that this is a storm energy. I was saying that on my card last time on Facebook energy. This is like a storm energy. Storms come to cleanse though. Remember that. So you might have a lot of things surfacing. This is old stuff coming up, and this is root chakra. This could be around, home, safety, security, things like that. This is my Queen of Swords truth card, and this is like things coming up. You're getting clarity. These energies of the 12-12 and even wrapping up the year, you're stepping into a lot of clarity. Pay attention to your gut feeling about things, your instincts, your intuition, your dreams, your downloads, and things you're picking up on. You're seeing things very clear. You're going through a huge transformation. You're needing to get more balanced with your head and your heart chakra. This is like the balance of logic but love, right? So more balance energetically. You might be just coming into a deeper alignment or balance there. Time to reprogram your soul. And this is like release, raise, and reclaim. And we've been talking about this a lot, about reprogramming negative thoughts, getting rid of limiting beliefs, getting rid of fear-based beliefs, whatever it is. You're going through a huge rebirth. And this is Personal Freedom Unleashed. You're going through a huge rebirth right now of your soul. Connect with your soul, do the spiritual work. This is helping you to rise up a new and a higher version of yourself. We're always upgrading and up-leveling, hopefully. As we're doing the work on ourselves energetically, we can emerge higher versions of ourselves. This is about becoming your higher self. So make sure you're also healing. This is my multidimensional healing card. Make sure you're doing energy work. This will help you to integrate some of these changes that you're being guided through during this time. So when you're doing healing work, this is going to help take you into these higher versions of yourself. Make sure you're also working on your energy. All right, some of you guys have been facing delays lately. I always say that was like Mercury retrograde anyway. You feel like things weren't moving great, or you might be dealing with things. It just kind of depends. This is like some of you guys are watching your twin flame, or they got their eyes on you and you can feel it, like they watch you like a hawk. Like, right, a hawk, keyword hawk, right? You either watch them like a hawk or they're watching you and you sense it and you feel it. Okay, this is my new beginning card, and within the past, we'll say 6 weeks, a lot has shifted because this was like, you know, the opposite. This is like new beginning in love, things starting, you ready for that new chapter or a new love offer, new relationship. This is like creativity, happiness, and like beautiful energy coming in. This is what we've been working towards the past few weeks, right? Maybe some of you guys are finally in those energies, you're feeling them, they're playing them out if you're in union. Things are going amazing, better than ever before. You know, you're in separation and you sense that it's ending and that you're in the reunion energies. How do you know? Because your twin flame's reaching out or you're seeing them more. It just kind of depends where you're at. Communication coming through. This is my 8 of Wands, and this is like out of nowhere, getting a text, a phone call, seeing your twin flame. This is like things shifting, right? And things moving fast. For some, this might be traveling with your twin flame, going on holiday. I know a lot of twin flames that want to. Might be spending a weekend with them or even a week. It just depends, right? Things shifting there. So you might have been facing a lot of blocks and delays, but it's like seeing your twin flame, or, you know, having some type of open conversations, communication, hanging out with them in person. This could be like they suddenly pop up or call or message you, or you're suddenly seeing them. Once again, we have a lot of karmic energies we're dealing with. That's what this year has been about, right? Some of these are within. You've already been through a lot of heavy karma on planet Earth, hopefully behind you. It depends on how balanced you are and how well you've integrated and learned from your past, as to if you're still repeating karmic lessons. I know you know what to do. If you're in familiar karmic circumstances, time to get out of them, time to clear them, cleanse yourself, heal yourself of these kind of things or challenges. If you've already been through it in the past, releasing these past energies that you're still holding on to as energy blocks from previous traumas and experiences that you've been through. So we have this karma card, and this is like some of you guys are receiving karma, good or bad. Karma is always fair. You get what you deserve in life, right? I hate saying that. Okay. And so this could be a good message too. This could be like things going in your favor, things being resolved as you're healing. Oh my God, it's going to open up such higher levels because you're releasing the negativity. So while we're in negative energy, sometimes it translates to not feeling great in life or feeling stuck or feeling like it's karmic challenges. But in reality, as we release any negativity, we rise into positive energies, we get positive outcomes, right? Negative energy, negative outcomes. Positive energy, higher frequency, positive outcomes, everything aligning and going your way. So Divine Masculine's been dealing with some type of karmic situation, hopefully behind you, but maybe not. A lot of you guys, it is behind you, and you're just healing from karmic hurts, from previous karmic partners or karmic relationships, or some of you guys, not for everyone, might still be kind of stuck in karmic situation, okay? And you'll know what it is, right? And if so, this goes for both. You're being guided to heal and make some changes in your life so that you can just be happy, whole, and kind of healed too. So Divine Masculine, you'll kind of have to follow your intuition with this, but you're clearing some type of karmic energies right now as you are releasing these type of situations, energies, but this is more karmic wounds, right? As you're releasing karmic wounds from your past or present, it's going to really, really open you up, and you're going to be able to rise into this new frequency, and you're going to be feeling a lot better. So it just kind of depends on where you're at, whoever's receiving this reading. Okay, have a beautiful day. I'm doing 12/12 activations and healings all day. You guys can search them on my site, or you'll just find them. Like if you go in the shop and scroll, you'll see them. You can do any of the healings today that I have up there anyways. Great day to get some healing work in the next couple of days. Check out the healings on my website. Go with what you're guided to. They're all really, really going to help you when you're picking them, and have a beautiful rest of your day.